Hey guys, I'm Sarah and today I'm just going to show you a really easy and really adaptable, that's what I love about this, it is adaptable curried mince recipe. You can use just about anything you have on hand in the way of stuff to bulk this up. I will show you a few different options. Add a dash of oil into a pan. Going to chop up a decent sized onion. Just sort of going to dice this into smallish bits. You can have it into chop it in big half circles if you want to. You may want to chuck some capsicum in at this point, maybe about half or a quarter of a capsicum, depending on your taste. At this point, I'm going to go in with my mince. Now, a lot of recipes say, to feed a family 500 grams of mince. I put about 400 grams of mince because I do bulk it up with other things. To make up for that 100 grams of mince that I didn't add, I'm going in with a can of lentils. I usually check when I'm doing the shopping, usually either the Woolworths home brand from Countdown or the Pam's brand from Pack and Save or New World will be the cheapest option. Cheaper still, buy them dried, soak them yourself if you're organised. Lentils are a brilliant filler for anything mince. Now I'm going to start putting some more things in to bulk it up its veggie content and make it yummy. First of all, let's look at leftovers. Got a few leftover veggies from last night's dinner. In they go. Grated radishes left over from lunch this afternoon. In it goes. I'm going to grate up another carrot, chuck that in, and trust me on this one, I'm grating an apple in there. It works. Chop up some leafy greens, anything you can chop up small or grate. I've got some leaves from those radishes that were growing. I'm going to chop up those leaves, put them in. I've got this whopper of a marrow that I've been slowly making my way through. I'm just going to sort of chop an inch off of that, grate that, bung it in. Of course you want to chuck some curry in there. I just use good old Pam's hot curry powder. I start off with a tablespoon and then later on when it's nearly ready, taste and adjust. If you need a bit more, obviously you can't take it out once you put it in. So it may be best to start conservatively. Myself and my kids, we can handle a bit of spice. So I start off with a tablespoon, just because we are adding a lot of things other than just the mince in there. I'm going to throw in one beef oxo cube just to accentuate that beefy flavour. And I also add in a couple of tablespoons of vinegar. I've got my homemade apple cider vinegar, but you can just use malt vinegar. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And then I'm going to put some water in there for it to all cook up in. Start off with a cup. I often add up to 3 cups, just depending on what I've ended up putting in the pot. Now also, if you are really looking for something to cheapen up and bulk up your mince dishes, chuck a handful of rolled oats in there. And of course you will need to add a little bit of extra liquid, because the rolled oats do, they go in there dry and they soak up the liquid. But they also absorb all the flavours that are in there as well, so, they don't take away from the flavour. They integrate quite nicely, I think. So I'm just going to throw a lid on that, let it simmer. When it comes to cooking rice, get a pot. Amount wise, you know how hungry you are. Generally I allow for about half a cup of uncooked rice per person. However, if you're planning for a bit of leftover rice, which I often do, add a little bit more. The reason I sometimes add a little bit more rice on purpose is because I quite like doing rice pudding pots for the kids' school lunch boxes. So with the leftover rice, I've done a video on that which I'll link below. I transform it into rice pudding to put in lunch boxes. You want to add twice as much water as you've got rice. So if you put in 5 cups of rice, put in 10 cups of water. It'll look like you've got way too much water in there, but trust me, you haven't. Turn the element on, chuck the lid on. When you notice that rice start boiling, give it a mix around, turn the heat off, put the lid back on, and just let it simmer on the stove top with the heat turned off, and in about 20 minutes, half an hour, your rice will be perfect, trust me. See, when the rice is done, it kind of looks like it's got lots of little holes in it. That is awesome. Now with this mince, I just turned that off so it didn't burn to the bottom. My stove is very temperamental when it comes to slowly. But you can see it's just absorbed all that liquid. I ended up adding about 2.5 cups altogether of water in there. Now you have options. If it's a little bit on the watery side, you could add a little bit of corn flour mixed with water, chuck that in, thicken it up. I actually like to add something, a little bit of a creamy element in there. Obviously taste and adjust. If you think it needs a little bit of salt and pepper, do so. A bit more curry powder. I actually added 1 more teaspoon of curry powder while it was cooking. I had a taste of it. But if you've got a bit of cream, yummy. Otherwise, some standard milk. I actually like just adding a dollop of Greek yogurt in there. It just adds a nice creamy element, but you can just dish it up absolutely as is. There we go, guys. That is super yummy, economical, crowd pleaser. Hit like, leave me a comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you next week.